All right, I've been up since 4 in the morning, sitting here in the living room, and I just keep flashing my light over at the coop to make sure everything is good. Light has finally broke, and the winds are really picking up here. I'm gonna head over there to the coop and see how they're doing. See how the chickens are doing. You can see how bad it's rained. Everything is wet here. It's been raining all night. Look at the drama that's here. And the winds are really strong now. They're saying they're about 25 miles an hour. I just want to go back there and see if the coop is shaking. The chickens must be scared. So I'm going to open their coop so that if they're scared in there, at least they can come out. Okay, I'm going to make a dash for it. I got their food. The winds are picking up really bad here. I'm going. Oh, it's so sloshy here. So everything is flooded. Woo! Look at all the flooding here on the ground. There's puddles and puddles here. The coop looks to be pretty secure. Put their food in here because it's going to get wet. Chicks, good morning. Good morning, chicks. I'm going to have to put some bricks for this door. It's going to end up... Ooh! It's going to end up over. Let me get some of these. Oh, I'll put their water jug there. And then, good morning, chicks. Good morning, I love you, chicks. You guys do not want to come out this morning, do you? All right, you can stay there. It's pretty wet today. I got some plastic on here. I'm gonna have to secure this one with a brick. Over here. Sure. Oh my gosh, what the freak? Where is the log? Did it blow away? Alright, that is pretty gusty winds, but it looks pretty solid there. The coop. Pickett, are you scared? She looks like she's the one that's scared, but you better go inside. Alright, I'm gonna go inside. So I can pick this up. It's a lot of things falling. There's puddles everywhere. There's things falling around the house, and that's what I'm afraid of. You'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, soaking wet. Soaking wet. Look at the winds. So this is what it's looking like here. It's pretty windy. I mean, it's really picking up. The winds are picking up over here. The trees are blowing. No wonder they don't want to come out of that coop. It is pretty scary out there right now. And they feel the safest there. I guess this is trial and error. I know that 20 miles an hour, it will withstand. But I do have to brace it this year. The coop is standing there. So I think I don't want to risk. Oh, the door just went open. I don't want to risk. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh. I didn't lock the door. If I don't lock the door, it'll spring open. I'm soaking wet. So 25 miles an hour winds is where they're saying it is. It's going to go up to 29. I'm watching the coop. I may open the back for them because if they feel scared, at least they can come outside. I went back there, and even though it's pretty solid but not grounded, the coop, I don't feel comfortable with the chickens over there. So I know in the future that yes, I can ground them and I will feel comfortable up to 25 miles an hour, but I have to have another plan of action for anything over 25 miles an hour. Even though it's going to be bolted down, it's somehow I'm going to have to bolt that down. But even with that, we do get storms here. Winds gust to 60 miles an hour, and I do not feel comfortable with them in there. So I have my little idea book, and I just mind mapped an idea that I came up with, and that will come up in a future video because that is something that I have to get on because we have, I mean, even though it's not hurricane season now, we do get storms like this during the year where it'll gust 30-40 miles an hour, and I don't feel comfortable with them there, and I don't want them to get PTSD. They've already been traumatized with Huddle's death. So definitely, sorry, I've got to be facing this way because I'm just watching them from here. So, and I'm soaking wet. So definitely that is something that I have to, and I put it in my idea book because it's something that I just brainstorm, and I have to definitely put it into action because the last time the storm came, I brought them in the garage, but they are bigger chickens now. Oh, it is really, oh man, every time I hear those trees rustling like that, that is really scary. Let me show you. All right, those trees are really going at it right now. This is what it's looking like here. Those winds are blowing pretty strong. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over there and open the back for them just in case they feel scared, because chickens have instincts, and if they feel scared to be in the coop, at least they can come out and go to the back area. Because I'm assuming if the coop fell over, it'll fall forward because it's leaning a little bit because it's not leveled there. So I think I'm going to put my raincoat and go back out there. And I'm heading out again. It just blew so hard over there. I got so scared. There's stuff all over the floor here. I'm going to go over there and open the back run for them. If they don't feel comfortable, they can go hide under the tree. So let me go do that now. But it looks like over here. And make sure that the run is secure before I open that up. Picket is inside. They're all inside. Stuff is blowing. Right now, I don't think they're gonna want to come out, but like, you okay, chicks? Are you okay, chicks? Are you scared? Oh, I know. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chicks. It's okay, babies. It's still pretty windy. Haven is just sitting there by the bunk. I know she doesn't get very wet there, but I don't know if she's afraid. I don't know why she doesn't go into the coop. I just took a nice hot shower because I was soaking wet. I don't want to have to go out there again if I don't have to. I don't want to get wet again. The water is cold. But there's nothing I can do for her. I mean, where am I going to put them? I'm afraid to let them go, and then like a branch will come down and hit them and they'll get scared. I just think that they'll be fine there. I'm monitoring it. I don't know why she's there. I don't know why she's there. I gotta go check and see if she's okay. This is gonna drive me nuts. Evie's the only one that doesn't come out. She stays inside. She's pretty good with her instincts. If I were her, I don't feel that this is gonna flip over. I mean, it's open underneath, so the wind can get underneath. If the wind couldn't get underneath, probably would cause some resistance. And then it's got the gable type roof, so the wind can go up and down. You're okay, babies. See, under this tree, they don't feel a lot. You can see all of my mesh is I'm gonna have to come in and fix all of this later when the winds die down. That'll be this afternoon, hopefully. Are you okay, girls? Are you scared? Are you scared? Yes, you're scared. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Avie sure doesn't want to come outside. She is the only one that won't come outside. Everything is waterlogged here right now. But they're hungry. They want to eat. So it's a good thing that I put that plastic there for them, because that's mesh on the top. So during the rainy seasons, I went out and bought a PVC shower curtain and cut it to size, and I have it up there with bricks. So when the months are hot and not raining, I just move the plastic so they have some airflow. But days like this, they need a little bit of less rain. So yeah, this is what it looks like from what they're seeing from here. So that's the house over there that I'm sitting on the couch where you see the light on. I'm sitting there watching them from here, and I have a big spotlight that I spotlight on them so that I can see them. Their sand bath is back there and is getting soaking wet. Eventually I'm going to get rid of that and get like a little play sandbox with a cover so that on sunny days they can sunbathe. On rainy days I can keep the cover closed, like today. So I'm going to get out of here. I think they're going to be fine. The coop feels pretty good, but you know how that is. It all depends on the wind. A lot of this stuff is coming down. The wind is pushing it down. Baby's scared. It went back inside. This is worse than that's Hurricane Ian. I guess it just depends. Oh, sorry, my camera's wet. Okay, you're okay, girls. They come out running to me. You're okay, babies. You're okay. They're pretty frantic back here. You're okay, babies. You're okay. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, I'll tell you what I did. I just came from over there. I washed my hair. I had to go outside my bathrobe, but I put on the coat. That was Haven under there. Haven and Pickett were under that little bench that I have there for them. They were super scared. They kept looking and looking, and I know they were looking for me because they feel scared. So I think that they're disoriented, and Avi is in the coop. She won't come out, and the other ones are disoriented, waiting for me to come because they know I'm the leader. So I went over there and I grabbed each one of them and I put each one of them in the coop. Point this way so you can see how bad it is. So I put them inside the coop. The coop is pretty stable there. It's pretty much the tree. I mean, this tree has been through major hurricanes here, so I think it'll be okay during a tropical storm. The coop feels pretty secure there. It's not blowing as heavy in the middle there. Sorry, in the middle there where the coop is. It's on the further, like the outer parts of it. So where the trunk is where the coop is. It doesn't feel as windy there. And like I said before, oh, those gusts are pretty crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh, when I see these gusts like that. But I prayed, and I know Father God is watching over them and guiding me through this. If I have to go and get them out, I feel the Spirit, and I'm going to be quiet this morning so that I can listen to the Spirit to guide me. If I have to go get them, I will get them. I'm getting these major gusts every once in a while that are pretty crazy. See what's going on. I got some stuff down over here. This tree is incredibly windy over here. This is way more windy up here in the front. A lot of my patio stuff is falling. I will get those later. I'm not going to worry about that. Branches over there that fell from that tree. So when we had the last hurricane, and we had about this kind of wind we had, which was about 25 to 30 and sometimes 60-mile-an-hour gusts, and the coop stayed. So this is why I feel a little bit more confident today. But I do feel that the winds, they're consistent with this kind of blowing than they were with Ian. With Ian, they come and go, but this is pretty consistent winds. At least I don't see them coming out. They're going to feel way safer inside the coop. And I just think that they were there looking for me to come and get them because they're waiting. But Avi's with them, and I know they can trust Avi. Avi's instincts are good. Misty here, she's scared. And Muffin, I took out my binoculars, and that's how I knew that white thing was Avi, because I got my binoculars out, and now I'm going to leave those binoculars actually in my porch from now on so that I can watch the coop from here when I see weird things going on over there. I'm so glad that I moved my RV over here because it's very protected from the winds here. The winds have died down a little bit. The power is out in my house. It's been out for about, I'm going to say for about an hour. We've been without power. The coop is still up. I'm not worried about that. There's a lot of flooding out there, but we're good. You can see my lights are off. The stove is off. When I click the light here for the counter, You see the power is totally out in the house. What I did do is when the lights were going on and off, I unplugged my freezer because my freezer had a protector on it, which is this little gadget. I've had it for years, and during the Hurricane Ian, it broke because this protects your freezer. So if it wasn't because of this, possibly my freezer could have blown out. And I have one in my refrigerator. So that one's working, but this one blew out. So I need to buy a new one of this. This protects your refrigerator and your freezer. So because I kept hearing the popping on and off, I came and I unplugged it. So this was probably unplugged for about 20 minutes before the electricity went out. And we got popping for about 4 or 5 times after that. So I came over here and I put a thick blanket. This is double layer blanket over my freezer because what you want to do is you want to cover up, especially around the seam area, so no cold air gets out. Now remember, I've been preparing videos for you, so I've packed this ready for blackouts. And this is packed to the gills, and it has frozen water bottles and blocks of ice in there. So this is going to keep cold for a good amount of time. I'm hoping this power outage is going to be over by tomorrow, but if not, I'll film tomorrow what we're going to do with that. So pretty full here, so I'm not going to be opening that. The good news is I've leftovers. Thank God that I made enough food yesterday for leftovers, so I don't have to worry about cooking or opening the refrigerator a lot today. And I already had breakfast this morning, so that's good news. So hopefully they're going to work on this power outage and we will have power by this afternoon, I'm hoping. So I really don't feel like having to run my generator, especially in the rain, but I'm not going to worry about that today because I know that it's cool enough, the weather's cool enough to have the door open. My freezer's going to be fine for the next 2 to 3 days, probably for 3 days it'll be fine. And the only thing I have to worry about is my refrigerator, so I do have to keep watching it and probably put a thermometer in there to see what the temperature is. The rest of the day, the worst winds were this morning. This afternoon, they died down, and once it died down, I felt so much peace and calm. I just fell asleep on the couch. I've been up since 4 in the morning, 2 days in a row, and I think I only slept like 4 hours because I was really worried about the chickens, and I sat here since 4 in the morning, like with my spotlight, constantly checking over there and see if they were okay. I have them out now. They're kind of foraging around the house. I don't know if you can see them. Pickett's over here, and Avy and Haven are over here, and they're just sticking really close to the house. The winds are way better now. Everything is good at their coop. I just have to adjust a little bit the mesh that's on the top. And I picked up some of the things that fell over here. A lot of my pots from my potting station fell over there, so I already picked those up. I think that we've gone through the worst of it, and I don't think I have to worry about it anymore. That's why I fell asleep this afternoon, because I was so stressed and so tired from running back and forth and all of that. And then, of course, the power outage. We were out of power for about an hour today, a little bit over an hour. We did get our electricity back, which was great. And the good thing is I took my shower way before the electricity died, because I thought that to myself. I thought, let me take a hot shower now before the electricity goes, because I saw the popping of the lights. Like the lights would go on, the lights would go off. And I thought, I'm going to take a shower before anything happens. And good enough, that was great, because I was able to fill up my water tank and take my nice hot shower, and it just worked out great. Been reading my Bible all day. I love the Old Testament stories, especially during times like this. I'm in the book of Samuel right now, which is great. So that's just what I'm going to do all day. I had tons of things to do on my calendar, but I just said, you know what, there's nothing on there that I have to get done today. So I went ahead and I'm just going to do all of that. Tomorrow's Friday, and just take a day to day to just be with the Lord. Be grateful for getting me through another time like this and giving me lots of ideas for things that I have to get done this winter before the heat comes and storms start coming back here to this area. I've got to get that coop bolted down really well, and I also have to have a place in my garage for them, because anything over 25 miles an hour, I do not feel that is safe for them. I think it causes them trauma, and I definitely feel that they're going to be better off inside my garage. And I know the space that I have inside of there for them, And I'm just going to make that space this winter as well for them. So I've already wrote all of those notes down so I don't forget, because I know that we go through things with hurricanes, and then once normal life comes back, we forget about those plans, and we forget that we said we have to do this, or we have to buckle this down, or we have to change this. And you saw back there in the coop that I also have a whole bunch of wood back there. In my video, when the video comes up of when I built that Y, I have all that wood back there, but that has to be secured as well because that stuff just kind of blows in storms. So anyway, guys, I think that's it for the storm. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up, and please share the videos if you think somebody would be interested in watching them. There's a lot of censorship now on YouTube. They've been censoring me for quite a while, ever since I came out to Arizona and I exposed some of the things that were going on out there, some radical groups and cults that there were out there. And then I also turned to God at about that same time of my life, and I'm being censored a lot. So if you feel somebody else likes chickens or homesteading, or they like homesteading vlogs, they're a single mom, they want to do something like this, please share the video, because it's going to help me. YouTube is not getting my videos out at all. The only people who are watching my videos right now are the people who are still subscribed. They keep coming back, even though they're not getting the notifications, but they're consistent and they keep coming back. And if you are one of those, I still appreciate that you're still here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel all these years and for being there for me. It's because of you that I continue to post videos. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye-bye.
Hey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.